Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront updates and some Star Wars Battlefront 2 news, because today we got a new community transmission regarding the clone appearances. But before we get into that, some quick good news, because Manuel, one of the developers over at DICE, confirmed today out on Twitter that he is now back on Battlefront 2, and that yet again strengthens the leak a little bit from yesterday, saying that multiple people will be going back to Battlefront 2 shortly. And most developers don't actually say whenever they go back and forth, so it is good to see that some of them are actually confirming that they are coming back to Battlefront 2. And if you don't know, Manuel was actually one of the designers behind Evo Count, so he has definitely played an important role so far for the Battlefront 2 updates, and it's good to have him back. Maybe we could even get some Geonosian hunt in the future at some point, who knows. But fingers crossed that more developers will come out and confirm whenever they come back and work on Battlefront 2. Alright, moving on. Today we got a new community transmission talking about the clone trooper appearances, because as you know, there has been quite a lot of discussion about them when they were first released, and unhappiness about the 327th to be more specific. And in this community transmission they do go into some more detail of what you're gonna do to change it and why it is like it is right now, and so on. And the simple explanation is that they based the current 327th of Clone Commander Bly, but they will now be modifying the 327th appearances to be inspired by the standard troopers instead of Commander Bly, and that will arrive in a future update this winter. And personally, this is the kind of thing that I honestly don't care too much about. I do agree on the fact that what the modders made looked better than the official one, but it's not something that has bothered me when I'm actually playing, so I do understand why they're not prioritizing this as some type of emergency thing that needs to go out in the next update. So this wasn't so much about them not doing authentic skins, because I like to say here, Lucasfilm has to approve all of these skins and they work together with them, but I guess it was more the fact that they based it off a commander instead of basing off of the standard troopers, like most of us wanted. But if we move on, they also reviewed both the 91st and the 104th skins that are supposed to be coming out in the September update, and determined that there are some design changes that need to be implemented for both of those. But because that update is already final, they are still going to put it up in September and then change the actual skins later down the line, because otherwise they basically have to cancel the September update or take out the skins altogether. So I guess that makes a lot of sense. I'd rather get them and then have corrections than have to wait months to actually get them. And they're saying here that the actual changes they are planning to do on those is that for the 91st there was a mirroring issue of the symbols on both of the arms and legs, and that they will not have the red pauldrons as they are inspired by the standard troopers in Revenge of the Sith. So I guess that mirroring issue with the symbols is honestly not really something I've seen people complain about. Well, we haven't seen the official skins yet, but we have seen the leaked versions way back, and the complaints there was not about the actual symbols, so I guess that's just a minor thing. And as for the 104th, they have mirrored shoulder pads, and they will be addressing that by making one gray and one striped to match the reference. So yeah, it's not really any major changes here. It is good that they are listening to feedback, and I'm glad that they're actually taking in what the community has said and the fact that they're willing to change this, because even if Lucasfilm has approved it, it doesn't mean that the community has approved it. Again, to me personally, this is really a minor thing that as long as the skins don't look really bad, I'm not really gonna care. If they change a couple of stripes or the color of a shoulder pad, I'll probably notice it at first, and then that will just not really be in my mind. But authenticity is still important, and I think the main reason to why at least the 327th got a lot of flack is the fact that the modded versions that we saw actually look better than the official ones, and that was what really made me unhappy with those designs, knowing that it could have been done better. But yeah, those are the changes that will be happening to those 3 skins. The link will be in the description below if you want to read the community transmission yourself. But that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.